Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Magnum Martell, and finally, we have some gaming topics to talk about. It's about damn time. Who better to bring us back to it than fucking Activision? And today, we're talking a little bit about the news, about the newest lawsuit suing the multi-billion-dollar company. So let's get right into it. This is so fucking big that CBS News is talking about it. Video game maker Activision sued over frat boy work culture that tormented women. Now, I'm going to have to automatically press X to doubt, because we all know that women, especially in the gaming industry, love to claim that so much as a guy complimenting her new haircut is harassment. But let's read on and take a look. Activision Blizzard has a frat boy workplace culture where male employees banter about their sexual encounters, talk openly about female bodies, and joke about rape. I mean, that's not a frat boy culture. That's just men being men. But, you know, we're not allowed to do that anymore. According to the lawsuit filed by California's Department of Fair Employment and Housing, now, this is coming from California, so I already have to press X to doubt again. You're not making yourself look any better here. I mean, I'm not defending Activision, not in the slightest. I'm just saying, when you're starting off with a bad one line and California, you're not making me believe you. For that reason and others, the state agency is suing Activision Blizzard, accusing the video game maker of gender pay discrimination and the allowing of sexual harassment incidents to go unresolved. Now that I believe happens. The lawsuit, filed Tuesday in Los Angeles County Superior Court, follows a 2-year investigation into Activision Blizzard's workplace culture that found evidence of women being subjected to sexual harassment, including groping and unwanted advances. Okay, now, before we go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. An unwanted advance. If she's actively rejecting the guy and he continues, then you have a case. But if it's 1-2 times tops, you really shouldn't have a case. This is exactly why I have a no dating coworkers policy wherever the hell I work. Activision Blizzard, the maker of World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, and other popular games, said Thursday the allegations are inaccurate. The picture the DFEH paints is not the Blizzard workplace of today, a company spokesperson said in a statement to CBS Money Watch, adding, "We've made significant changes to address company culture and reflect more diversity within our leadership teams." Okay, for starters, this is a case about sexual harassment. What the fuck does diversity have to do with it? Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. The company also confirmed that Blizzard president J. Allen Brack sent an email to all employees Friday about the lawsuit and said the behavior detailed in the allegations is completely unacceptable, calling them extremely troubling. Drunken cube crawls. In the lawsuit, state officials accused the top executives at Activision Blizzard, all white males, their race should have nothing to do with it. See, this is the real problem right here. This is just woke bullshit. That's what this lawsuit is. This reminds me way too much of the one with Ubisoft. You shouldn't have to specify that they are white males. You should just specify that they are males. That's exactly why I'm suspicious, and I don't believe it, of allowing other male employees to routinely torment female coworkers. The workplace culture had grown so toxic that one of the female employees committed self-deletion, according to the suit. Now, I have not seen evidence of the self-deletion thing, actually. I've seen claims, but until we see confirmation, like a coroner's report, I don't believe it. In the office, women are suggested to cube crawls, in which male employees drink copious amounts of alcohol and they crawl their way through the various cubicles in the office and often engage in inappropriate behavior towards female employees, the lawsuit states. I don't believe that. I want to see video evidence of that one. Despite complaints made by women employees to human resources, company officials never took meaningful action to improve conditions, the lawsuit alleges, leading to a big lack of trust between female employees and Activision Blizzard's HR team. First of all, HR is not your friend. HR is there to protect the company. We all know that. You should have never went to them to begin with. You should have just went above ahead. Skip over those fucking assholes. According to court documents, a female employee committed suicide while on a company trip due to a sexual relationship she had been having with her male supervisor. Now, that bothers me. Because, was this relationship consensual? Has she been cheating on her significant other and she suddenly regretted it? Or did something else happen? We don't know. There's no fucking evidence about what was really going on. For starters, if you are fucking your goddamn supervisor, lady, that's all on you. That is all on you. You are not the victim. Women of the internet, let Big Daddy Magnum give you a piece of fucking advice. Don't fuck your goddamn supervisor. Okay? He can't fire you for that. You are not going to get promoted by doing that. That's not how the world works. Court documents state that the deceased woman has been suffering from continuous sexual harassment at the work prior to her death, including an incident at a holiday party where male coworkers passed around a graphic nude photo of the female employee. The lawsuit claims, if you're sending your nudes to people and they pass it around, that is your own fault. You should have never sent the image. Activision Blizzard criticized California officials in its statement, saying that the Fair Employment Department was supposed to investigate the workplace, then have good faith discussions. Good faith discussions are trash. Don't ever listen to them. With leadership about their findings, but didn't do so. Well, then you guys, as the people above them, need to make them. But the company also said it was insensitive for state officials to mention the deceased employee. Not in a lawsuit. Not in a lawsuit. We are sickened by the reprehensible conduct of the DFEH. God, could you not have picked a smarter acronym? To drag into the complaint of tragic suicide of an employee whose passing has no bearing whatsoever in the case and with no regard for her grieving family, the spokesperson said. According to the DFEH, in its complaint, attempts made by the agency to resolve the dispute without investigation were unsuccessful. And then there's a whole thing about women promoted slower, fired faster. I'm not going to bother with that part because I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, that doesn't matter. That's not a discrimination suit. If that was a discrimination suit, then every company on the face of the earth that I have ever worked at would be facing problems because men are promoted slower and fired faster. So this reminds me a lot of the one with Ubisoft. And what bothers me about that is that I'm afraid that Activision might get full fucking woke. I mean, they've already been pandering for a while. I already don't like Activision as it is. But getting full woke would make this so much worse. Like, Ubisoft has the Assassin's Creed Sisterhood people that they're pandering to so fucking hard right goddamn now. And it is ruining their fucking games. It ruined Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Completely. So, I'm afraid that Activision might go the same direction. I mean, they already fired one of the Call of Duty fucking voice actors just because he made fun of a fat fucking e-thought on Twitch. To me, this lawsuit doesn't make a lot of sense for one reason alone. They are focusing way too much on things that have to do with being woke. They're focusing on the fact that all of the executives are white males. They're focusing on women being not promoted as often and being fired more often. They're focusing on male behavior, but completely ignoring the fact that this woman was clearly interested in the sexual relationship with her supervisor. These are all red flags. They have no bearing in a court of law. They have no bearing in a case like this. They are irrelevant completely. They do not matter. And yet they are the whole point of the case. That is a red flag to me. Because that's the kind of bullshit that gets us where we are today. I'm not defending Activision. Activision can go fuck itself. I hate those greedy motherfuckers. But I will say that this court case focuses way too fucking much on things that were only bad from a California standpoint of wokeness. These are things that would be completely irrelevant 10 years ago. Completely irrelevant 15 years ago. Nobody would have mentioned in the case that all the executives are white males. Diversity hiring is a bad thing, and it should have nothing to do with the case. What I think it is, and as much as it sucks that this woman committed suicide, it's tragic, it's awful, an investigation should absolutely be taken very, very seriously. But I think that her death is just the way for California to make some big bucks by suing a big company. That's what I think is going on here. I think that the women within the company decided to get woke and start a movement and start complaining about something that they otherwise either really wasn't a problem or was so bad but they were afraid to speak out. And this is what pushed them over the edge. I just don't trust this because of the way that it's worded. That's my problem with it. If you had left out the details about being fired and not being promoted, if you had left out the fact that all the executives are white, if you had actually just focused on the reason for the case itself, I would have been a lot more receptive. But to me, this just screams that there's a plot somewhere. And it's shitty that I have to say that. It really is. Because we see these kind of plots all the time. The Assassin's Creed Sisterhood movement and the lawsuit over at Ubisoft, even though what was going on there was blown way out of proportion, and it was all blamed on one executive because of what he said due to a marketing team. The fact that it's pretty obvious that if the executives weren't all white males, then this case wouldn't even be happening. The total ignorance on the fact that the relationship with the supervisor she was clearly willing to do. And to top it all off, we see cases like this all the time. These happen more and more frequently as the years go on, and the woke acidity continues to ruin everything. Activision, I'm not on your side, but I'm not siding with you people from California either, because I believe that you're up to no good. I believe that this lawsuit was only started because you want something. I believe that this lawsuit was started because of the passing of that poor woman, rather than because of what was going on. I believe that there is a plot somewhere in the mix, and this lawsuit is just merely a step in the process. But we will find out. I will update the story as needed, and as more information comes out and the lawsuit gets settled, and we learn things. And that's all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this lawsuit, and I will see you in the next video.